me give you an example of what I'm trying to say. If you recall, in Delta State, you saw how a drama went on there. Official defection to APC. In that podium that was in Delta State, you will see men who have been convicted by Supreme Court for bribery and corruption. You will see men that have been known to be pocketing dollar in the Albanchiki, openly looking at whether anybody is seeing them. Those same people are still being called by their states to give accounts of their stewardship as governor, and they are evading by all means unknown to go and answer for what they have done. Their surname is now classified as dollar, and you saw some people there who are invited by EFCC to give accounts. So there you are seeing an association of professional criminals made up of suspects, made up of accused, made up of convicts.
Mr. Okonkwo, I know today we don't have that much time with you, so I just want to step in at this point. I was reading an article, an interview granted by a senator who just defected from NNPP to APC. And in his estimation, he says, there are no parties, there are no ideologies, it's just the alphabet. The only thing that differentiates the political parties in Nigeria are letters of the alphabet. Now, in this instance, you're somebody who has come from Labour Party. We see the issues happening inside Labour Party. There's APC, which is now being accused of dangling the carrot, offering contracts and all sorts of juicy goodies for people to come and defect. There's PDP, which has its own issues. What's the way forward? Because it seems that all of the political parties are made up of the same people who, as you have called them, are palm wine drinkers, who change drinking pattern several times of the day. What's the way forward for the Nigerian citizen?
You know, like I said, I wanted to conclude on the fact that the election in the Northwest is going to be determined by 60 million persons, not by 1,000 sycophants. The way forward is very simple. You have known that I got disgusted with what even the opposition parties are doing. But thank God, the election of 2027 is going to be between the people of Nigeria and the ruling party, because democracy is the government of the people. The way forward is that there is a need. You know, there is a saying that your biggest teacher is your last mistake. In 2023, the opposition made the mistake of dividing themselves, and then a minority party that got about 37% of the vote now became a ruling party, and you can see the destruction they are making. The way forward is that the opposition should come together in a coalition, and when they come together, they will give Nigerians the alternative in integrity, in character, in learning, in knowledge. And I'm telling you, Nigerians will speak, and Nigerians must remember that in Nigeria today, when you vote, you have to defend your vote. So Nigerians must come together. The opposition must come together, set their house in order, and then take out this government that has become a scourge on the Nigerian people.
Okay, I'd like to ask you this. The Punch newspaper ran with a story today that some people are saying Atiku wants to give Peter Obi a running mate ticket for a one-term presidency. What's your take on Atiku and such arrangements like that? Anyway, Atiku camp offers Obi VP role in a one-term deal. What's your take on things like that? Secondly, you say parties have ideology. Can you tell me the ideology of the Labour Party that you were part of? Because, take for instance, I'll give you an instance. Labour is supposed to be pro-workers. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party was a proper capitalist to the core. There was a diversion of ideology in terms of who Peter Obi was and what's supposed to be the Labour Party ideology. So tell me, and I asked this question to Peter Obi many times, tell me what's the ideology of the Labour Party? Because if a capitalist, par excellence, is running on a Labour Party that believes in workers' rights, are very social in its outlook, then there's a diversion of ideology. So tell me what the ideology of the Labour Party is, and tell me what you think about this Atiku Abubakar, saying he wants to offer Peter Obi a deal, VP, for a one-term deal.
Well, you see, in politics, candidates have the choice to get into their own discussion and negotiation. But for me, my own take is that whoever believes that he's qualified to be president should submit himself for a free and fair primary election. That toughness that we're going to face in the primary will determine the person that has the capacity to face the tough challenge in the general election. I am not in the league of people trying to persuade anybody to step down for anybody. That should be the decision of the candidate himself, because I wouldn't want anybody to come out and say, I'm leaving this coalition or this party because I was pressured to give up my ambition. I wouldn't have loved to be this or that. So whatever Atiku or Obi are discussing should be left for them. But for me, whoever wants to contest for the presidency should submit himself and contest for the presidency and let the people decide. That's what I'm going to say on that.
Okay.
Now,
The Labour Party ideology question I ask you, please. What's the Labour? Yeah.
yes, the Labour Party ideology, remember, it's a workers' party. And so it is to build a new Nigerian personality that is altruistic, that is transparent and committed to due process of law in all spheres of our economy, that will care for the security and welfare of workers. And I'm talking about Labour Party. Remember, the politicians entered into Labour Party almost 3 months before the time. So whether they would have integrated their own ideologies is something only God knows, because it's only God that knows what ought to have been or what would have been.
Okay,
so that's history now.
Very quickly.
And that's about the best I can say on that.
Okay, very quickly. As we
Yes, and I told you already the ideology of APC, taste up and wine politics. They said it themselves.
Okay, just by way of clarification, in less than 1 minute. Now, where do you now stand in the political equation? You say you have left Labour Party. You don't agree with opposition coalition politics. I thought you would even come here this morning and praise President Tinubu and say, it's good that the Northwest has endorsed him. But, you took a different tack. So where are you now in terms of this political game? Or you have left politics to just be a critic? You have joined us on this side. Where are you?
Well, I told you that Northwest has not endorsed Tinubu. As a matter of fact, it's even only politicians of APC, so which they are not up to 1,000 persons. So that is, by the way, I told you Northwest is 60 million persons.
No,
so they have
your own politics.
Tinubu.
Your own politics. Where are you now? Where are you now?
My own politics, I told you I am a member of the coalition. We have not chosen officially a platform. We are talking, and I am part of the talks. And when we choose a platform, which might not be too long from now, we will inform Nigerians. I told you when I leave a party, it is because of the party itself, not because of another party. So when I leave a party, I go into negotiation because I have to be sure of which people and which party is interested in the security and welfare of Nigerians. You have to assure me, and I have to know the people I am going to enter into such party with. And when I get all those answers clear, when I tell Nigerians this is the way to go, they will believe me, because in all honesty, we need a new thing. We may not go back to change the beginning, but we can start from where we are today and change the ending.
Okay, on
so
that
I
note,
am part of the coalition. I said it and I mean it, and we will achieve it and we will succeed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo, for joining us on The Morning Show.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks, Folded Hands.